Hey guys, welcome to Awesome Enterprise Video Tutorials. In this video, we will demonstrate the search filter or the search screen in Awesome. To demonstrate the search screen, I have created one example. We have a table called jobs in our database, and in that there are two records or two job posts are available. So what we are looking is we will display all the records from the table and we will filter those records according to job ID. So let's go back and check. So these are the records from the table jobs, and we have one search filter that will apply to job ID. Now let's check how this will work. So as a result, you can see the only one record regarding the job ID. You can see this job ID is searched based on this text box, and the filters are applied when we have clicked on this button. So you can download the CSV. This will give you the result that was generated from the previous query. So let's check how these screens are managed in Awesome. Now these screens are basically divided into several parts. First part is our UI part. In this you can see the filters and the buttons. So these buttons are nothing but the handlers, and these are the search screen, or these are the filters that we are going to apply on our search result. So this is the UI part. In this you can see we have buttons. So these buttons are considered or treated as a handler in Awesome. So we have, this is the fast table 300. This will give you the result, maximum result up to 300 count. This is the data table. This will fetch all the rows or all the records from the table, and this will help us to download the CSV as we have seen. So this section is divided into this part. This will render the search result. So in this we are using the form control text with ID job ID. So this will gives us this text box in our search result or search filter. On this basis we will filter our record. So this is the UI section that we are going to use in arguments in module level. This is nothing but the array that we have creating two elements, that is handler and this section in these arguments. Now let's come to the next point. We have added one filter. This will help us to filter out the result which is based on the job ID. When the form data is not empty, it means when we have a value in our this text box, this filter will work. Now as you can see, this argument will work only after submit. So we have after submit handler, so this will execute after the submission of the form. In this we are specifying the page size or the limit that the query will result. So this is our base query that we are fetching it, the job ID and all the records from the table called jobs in this database. So this is our base query. These arguments are basically contains two parts, that is query. So this query will help us to fetch the record, and we will apply the filter based on this query, and we will generate the result and show it into a table. So this is basically consist of the arguments array. Now let's dump this output so you will get the idea how it is working. Module dot dump. Now you can see we have created an array. In this argument we have handlers. These handlers are nothing but our buttons. This section is considered as our UI form. This is the UI form that is generated from this part. Now you have after submit, so this part will execute at runtime when our form is submitted. So let's check how this will work one by one. Now we have not used any filter, so this will give you the result from all the records from the table. This is our table. Now let's filter. So when you use the filter, this part of the query will execute and it will show you the result. Now we have one more parameter. If you want to debug the query, that you can use debug underscore dataset equal to true. So this will allow you to debug your query. Now let's go back and check. When you click the query or the debug, that you can see, and our final query you can see in this query. So this is our key value pair array, and the result of this query you can see in the rows. So we have two rows found. If you execute this query, now let's check how this query is work. We have created a one temporary table, and we are dump the base query select star from the jobs, and we are returning the result. Now let's check how this will work when we have used the filter. Now we have filter out our data. Now let's check the query. You can see the difference. Now you can see this Q1 is added and the condition of job ID is added in this query. Now the result, you can see the result of job type job 123. So this is how the search screen works in Awesome. In the next video we will demonstrate some advanced feature of this search result, what we can do some complex stuff in the next video. Thank you.